I just wanted to touch on a lot of things. Yo, people, they're coming for Elon. But in the same way I just mentioned, there's nothing that, behind any billionaire is a great scam. You know what they're saying about Elon now? Elon is a scammer too. So Elon Musk recently, he put out a statement, and I could go to my Instagram. I can show you how the statement. Put out a little statement. He said, "Oh man, in the next first of all, he said he's voting Republican, right?" And I'm gonna be honest with you. These days, what Republican and Democrat means to me is Democrat I see as woke. Republican I see as traditional, right? So Republican is like Democrats gonna be like, oh my God, like, yo, we have to protect the LGBTQ community. We have to, embrace like everybody. Like they do a lot of shit, right? And the Republicans are like, man, if we wasn't doing it 50 years ago, fuck y'all niggas, right? So it's just two sides, right? And a lot of people, even Elon Musk, I think he's a smart dude, but I think people. I've always said that I could never be Democrat or Republican because people only act according to their self-interest. I think even this tweet by Elon was very self-interested. What people don't realize is that Elon Musk is a billionaire, but like Elon Musk, people be listening to Elon Musk thinking that Elon Musk is trying to help y'all out. Nigga, y'all broke. That nigga's a billionaire. We're going to get into some of his billionaire tactics. Bro, he ain't trying to help y'all out. He's just trying to act like he one of y'all, right? Just like, by the way, but here's the thing. We as the people who just ain't on that level, we've been lied to and denied information so much that we are attracted to anybody who we think is keeping it half real. People ask me like, Trump was a horrible person. Why? Because I said, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, if it was 2024 right now, I'm voting Trump. Fuck y'all niggas. Why? Here's the thing. When it comes to politics, we've been denied of information, just denied of actually, not only information, but denied of actual people who could be real. Even if they weren't for everything we were for, we could see and authenticity is something that is valuable to most just regular people. People like me and people like y'all, when you rock with Elon, it's like all of these billionaires, like Bill Gates and them, bro, they don't even speak the same language as you, bro. They don't speak on most shit. They're out the way. Elon, he's just talking like a regular dude. Now, does it mean he's innocent? No. But you fuck with him more. You're going to fuck with him more because he seems relatable. That's the same thing with Trump. Man, I fuck with Trump a little bit more because I feel like Trump don't like niggas that much, but goddamn it, at least he's the worst at not he's the worst at hiding it. He gonna say what he feel. Say what he feel. Say what he mean. And you get to respect it when you're only being lied to. Politics is only about lying to you. But even when Elon speaks, like these days, I look at him, I'm like, I rock with you, but like I know you saying some stuff to set up some stuff. I've been seeing about Elon. Elon would be like, yo, vote on this poll. Let me know if I should sell 5% of my Tesla stock. You're like, oh shit, that's a real nigga. He giving us the opportunity to fucking control his finances. We vote like fucking dummies. In reality, Elon had to sell stock because of some fucking option and also the end of the year, some taxes shit anyway. But what the smartest people in America do, they make you feel like if you want to control somebody, you don't forcefully tell them. You put them in a situation to make them feel like they're making a decision, but it's the only decision that's logical to make. I've seen Elon do that. I'm like, oh, Elon, he's smart. Elon knows how. This is why Elon is better than Bill Gates and the other billionaires. He knows how to seem like he's regular, but he's definitely not regular. Finesser. Same with Trump. Finesser. But we actually give them more credit than the other motherfuckers. You know why? The other motherfuckers are straight lying. They're straight lying or they straight won't tell you shit. That's how much we the people, we just want info nowadays. Anyway, Elon came out You know what I mean? He said, yo, in the past I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party. But they become the party of division and hate. So, nigga, ain't no dirty tricks. Nigga, you knew articles was going to come criticizing you, criticizing a bunch of shit about you. So you tweeted this out acting like, oh, no, it's because I'm not Democrat. That's why they're doing it. No, nigga. You're trying to play people like how people are trying to play you. This whole shit's a game. Anyway, and I do rock with Elon, but if he told us this shit 4 months ago, okay. You told us 2 days ago, nigga, I read every article about it, nigga. They all said they reached out a week ago to you. Hey, we finna run this article, some bitches talking. She said that you did some weird shit. Do you have any comment? You know what he did? Rather than give them a comment, let me jump out in front of the story to control the people. How could I get the people to feel like I'm being attacked? Well, if I tell them I'm being attacked before I get attacked, they're going to just think that I'm predicting the future. Come on, bro. Like, yo, it's simple math. But, you know, I'm not knocking him because niggas like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, they wouldn't even do that. But I see the play you're trying to do, right? Now we're going to get into some of the shit that they're trying to say about Elon. Because, honestly, half of it I think is bullshit. We're going to read through this, right? All right, let's read through this. The first thing that came out, Elon Musk. Are we rocking on YouTube? Okay. We got 4.2K over there. Let me see how Twitch doing. Y'all gotta beat YouTube Twitch. Like, yo, Twitch. YouTube been kicking our ass. Oh, only 3,600. Yo, YouTube been kicking our fucking ass. Okay, bet. Listen, just rock out with me. We gonna get to all the hip hop. We got a lot of bullshit. I know y'all want to talk about Carisha and them, like City Girls, Migos. We gonna talk about that shit. Come on. We having a good time, right? Cool. All right. So, Elon, here's my thing, right? So, I'm not anti-Elon, but I think he tweeted this out because he's playing his own politics. So, he's trying to align himself with quote-unquote Republicans. By the way, I think Republicans have the up because niggas is tired of Biden. So, he's like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of hit pieces against me. Let me just make this a political thing, and hopefully I could skate out of this because, you know, he's trying to act like he's bipartisan, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's playing it's politics as usual. Cool. So this was the article that came out. Business Insider said a SpaceX flight attendant said Elon Musk exposed himself and propositioned her for sex, documents show. The company paid $250,000 for her silence. Whoa! By the way, let's go back to the date. Today is the 20th. 22 hours ago when this article came out. Look, 22 hours ago? What's then? 22 hours ago is the 19th. It's not irony. He's not seeing the future. They reached out to him for comment. That's what happens. Right? Cool. Let's read through some of this. A flight attendant said, blah, blah, asked her to do more during the massage, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, I don't want to get to some of this weird Illuminati shit that's going on, right? So SpaceX, right, which by the way is government, I think it's partially government funded because he sends rockets to space. That's one of his companies. Aerospace founded by Elon Musk, the world's most wealthiest man, paid a flight attendant. So they have like a private jet for like, you know, executives. And obviously he's a top guy. So, you know, he probably gets the best plane out of the fleet or whatever the case is to fly him wherever you want to go. And by the way, you know, what a luxurious life does he live? If he wants to fly, I don't know, to anywhere, he could probably pick any of his multiple companies to pay for it. By the way, I'm going to also tell you this, just because, you know, I'm in the media space, and I've always said, when you look at Jeff Bezos, he owns the Washington Post. Every billionaire and every really super powerful dude needs to own a piece of media. That's the only way you get to control the narrative and you get to be as vindictive as your ops is going to be. Because, you know, only Young Thug and the YSL niggas is trying to kill each other when they're all millionaires. You see what billionaires do? They fucking tank your company. We're going to fucking get some shit against your company to lose fucking market cap. And when your market cap goes down, your fucking stockholders and shareholders, they're going to be in a frenzy. The board's going to be pissed off. And then they might, if you're the CEO, they might fire you. They might do some weird shit. That's how billionaires play. They don't play like Young Thug and YFN trying to shoot at each other, stab each other in jail. No, that's nigga shit. What billionaires do is like this, right? So everybody gets like, yo, we got to all get a fucking like media company, right? Jeff Bezos got Washington Post. I forgot, there's another billionaire who infamously owned another publication. But I forgot even what Mark Zuckerberg owned, and I'm pretty much he owns Facebook. Fuck that. That's a media company, right? He owns Facebook, which is Instagram, WhatsApp, and a few others. So this is Elon Musk play. By the way, Elon Musk has been taking a lot of shots at Jeff Bezos. I don't know if he's taking shots at Mark Zuckerberg, but he definitely took shots at Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, right? So his play, right, is because he tweets a lot. It's like, let me just buy Twitter, right? So he's worth about, at the time when he wanted to buy Twitter, it was worth like $200 billion. But he doesn't have $200 billion in cash, but he's worth that, which means at that time he could have sold some stock. He had some holdings, some shit. He could have moved around and got the money. Now it's significantly less because they're tanking his companies like Tesla. And thank God I sold my Tesla stocks when it was 1,000. You know, I bought back in for significantly less. But anyway, and by the way, if I'm talking too much shit that y'all not fucking with, or I'm getting too complicated, we can just keep it jokes and talk hip hop. Just tell me like, yo, act. Get to hip hop, bro. We don't like this shit. But it's interesting. I like watching how the super rich do the shit, right? So cool. Anyway, so Elon Musk is like, let me get Twitter. He's like, I'm gonna just buy this shit. 40 million. I'm worth 250 at the time. I'm gonna just buy this shit, right? Cool. He starts. He puts in the bid, whatever. Investors and all the top dudes that own a lot of it's like, no. Yeah, I haven't been making money. Yo, sell to that nigga Elon, right? Because people want a higher return on their investment, and he was going to pay like $56 per share. Cool. I have Twitter stock, which is severely tanked at this point, and I'm hoping he buys it, that I could get some up on the money, right? So anyway, he's trying to do that. Number one, if he owns Twitter, I like how he's like, yo, I'm rocking Republicans now. Bro, that nigga Ben came out and told me he about to bring Trump back. And all this stuff he's talking about, like freedom of speech, he's basically given the talking points. If you ever watch Congress, I'm partially media to that level. But like, Congress brings forth Google, Facebook, Twitter, all their top dudes, and they grill them about censorship, especially when it comes to politics. They've always grilled them about, like, bias towards Republicans, this and third. So once Elon said he was going to acquire Twitter and he said he's bringing Trump back, already you kind of know where he's leaning. He's one of the dudes who fucks with Republicans. I don't know why he just tweeted now, he's about to vote Republican now. Nigga, you've been fucking with Republicans. Like, you know what I mean? But it's all good. You know what I mean? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with Republicans or Democrats, but niggas got to hide their take for public. Anyway, cool. So he's about to buy Twitter. A lot of people don't like that shit because they know what's going to happen. He's about to shift the entire platform to be more pro-conservative, to also allow a lot of conservative talking points to be more prevalent, which Biden's looking already, he's looking shaky. Going into the next election and even midterm elections, it's going to be crazy for the Republicans. It's all the political shit. I'm just trying to show you how high this shit goes. So, what's going to happen? Niggas seen that, and as soon as niggas seen that, we've never heard nothing about Elon Musk other than Azalea Banks' stupid ass talking about Elon Musk was doing some weird shit with her, and we didn't even believe her because we're like, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not fucking fraternizing with a bitch like you. Get the fuck out of here. Talking about Elon Musk had you there and was fucking on you. Like, he was not, come on. Like, Azalea Banks said this. We're like, fuck out of here, right? But let's be honest, and this is what I want to get into too. These billionaires are weird, and they live a very different lifestyle, from Jeffrey Epstein to all them people who've been protecting that fucking little Pizzagate shit. Think about this. All right, bet. So now we're back on this article. SpaceX, whatever. They said they paid a flight attendant $250,000, to sell a sexual misconduct claim against Musk in 2018. Okay. Now I'm gonna be honest with you before I get into it. I know I'm making a lot of filibusters and like a lot of tangents. I gotta mention this. I read the story and I said, why does it sound so fucking familiar to how all the billionaires move? I heard this about the same. Remember there was a weird ass nigga from, like, I don't know if he was from Canada, but he was like a pervert in the fashion game that was like messing with a lot of chicks from Winnipeg. It was some fashion dude. And then there was Jeffrey Epstein. They all have the same thing. Somebody gonna say his name. 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 Who's that other fucking pervert? Not Jeffrey Epstein, another one. Both billionaires. And they all have the same little mantra. The same little mantra. What is it? What is it? Come on. I'll Google it, but I know y'all smart here. Nygaard. Thank you. Peter Nygaard. He did the same thing. He took a lot of young girls. He basically told them, oh, I'm going to make them into supermodels. He was heavy into fashion. So their moms would be like, okay, take my daughter, go do whatever, whatever. He brings them on the private jet. Basically, would just introduce them to drugs and a bunch of stuff and kind of like, coerce them to like do public sexual orgies. Like one of the girls spoke out about like, she went into a room and it was like 3 times the amount of girls as dudes, and the dudes were all fucking these girls just openly, crazy, disgusting shit, because the dudes were like all like 50 plus. When you think about the Weinstein nigga, Weinstein had all these dudes on his plane who are older, like, super rich or like super infamous dudes. And you got to think that, well, if Weinstein was doing all this shit, you tell me all the niggas that was on the plane with him wasn't like taking advantage of some of the pussy? Anyway, that's what I'm saying. It goes deep. Cool. I was shocked that Elon Musk, some of the behavior seems to mirror that. Now, let me tell you what behavior it is. Weinstein and Nygaard used to have a stripper pole. Like, this is billionaire wealth. A stripper pole on their private jet. A bedroom. They're getting massages. My nigga, y'all niggas be on the plane? Nigga, I'll be like this. My feet can't go all the way out. Even when I'm in first class, nigga, the only thing you might get is a decent sleep. These dudes is straight private jets. They got their own flights or their own fucking planes. And first of all, a fucking ear hostess or like, flight attendant never fucking touched me, much less giving massages. So you get to realize this little massage culture is how billionaires recruit people. Like, they'll be like, oh, you're basically a paid prostitute if you're a massagist. You feel me? Now, I've associated that to Peter Nygaard, who've offered mad young chicks money for massaging but really wanted to fuck. Same with Weinstein. This is where the Elon Musk shit fucked me up. Look, they offered the chick $250,000 to settle. The attendant worked as a member of the cabin crew on a contract for SpaceX corporate jet fleet. She accused Musk of exposing his erect penis to her, rubbing her leg without consent, and offering her to buy a horse. Holy, this is some white nigga shit. Offered to buy her a horse in exchange for erotic massage, according to the interviews and documents obtained by an insider. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to say I don't want to call him my nigga no more, but I don't want to say Elon guilty, because again, maybe they're just coming after him. But when I look at the billionaires on this type of fucking lens, what's up with this massage? Why y'all always taking massages? Anyway, the incident, which took place in 2016, is alleged in a declaration signed by a friend of the attendant. That's important. So the chick the chick isn't the one who initially reported it. It was the friend of the chick that reported it and prepared in support of her claim. The details of the story are drawn from this declaration as well. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And okay, so I guess the chick did report it, but her declaration is what's used as the details. Okay. According to the declaration, the attendant confided to the friend that after taking a flight attendant job, she was encouraged to get licensed as a masseuse so she could give Musk massages. It was during one such massage in a private cabin on Musk Gulfstream 6 G650 ER, she told a friend Musk propositioned her. Okay, first and foremost, let's do some research here, people. We're going to get the research in, okay? Bing bong, here we go. G6ER. Let's look at this fucking plane. So this is one of the planes that Elon Musk have right here. Okay. I imagine it's a little bit more sophisticated than this. This is a billionaire, right? I'm trying to figure out where the fuck is he whipping out his cock? Like, yo, people, we broke. Like, relatively speaking, like, this is a billionaire, right? Okay, this is a little. I'm wondering, is there a bed in this bitch? By the way, chat, I'm also telling you this because sometimes y'all hear me talking about Illuminati's type shit. Let me tell you this. The life of the wealthy, and when I mean wealthy, nigga, I got a few millions. That's ain't shit. When a nigga got hundreds of millions, like, I've heard that if they did a documentary on the shit that went on in Prince's crib, you'd be fucking shocked. It's like a planet unto its own. Now, R. Kelly wasn't even that, and R. Kelly's he's a creep, allegedly, right? But he wasn't that rich, but like everything that was going on in his house was normalized till way later. What I'm trying to explain to y'all is that when you're so rich, you cut off the outside world, and the only world that matters is where you're at. Like Weinstein was so rich that he had a private island, and he hired people who were paid so well they wanted to shut the fuck up or wanted to be complicit in helping the bitches fuck the niggas. So I'm just trying to tell you about a level of wealth where it's like we're reading it dry, and because you don't got money, you're like, why would somebody do that? No, they've created a world where it goes around everything that you would think the check marks is in real life. Okay. That's it. Weinstein. I said Epstein. Do I keep saying Weinstein? Yeah, Weinstein a creep too. Weinstein, Epstein, all the fucking Steens. Okay? All right. Anyway, so this is the Gulf Stream. This is how they're saying it looks. Okay, I could imagine. Look at this right here. All right. It's a pretty decent jet. I could imagine he's flying with maybe like one or two people. I think on some of these, you could section it off and almost create like a little cabin for as a room, like in terms of like a bed type of shit. Like it folds out. I forgot what it is. I don't know if you can see the arrangement here. Anyway, okay, let's get back to it. Okay. After Elon, see? And this is why Elon was full of shit. Like, I fuck with you, Elon, but bro, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. He says, after Insider contacted Musk for a comment, he emailed to ask for more time to respond and said there's a lot more to the story. You know why he asked for more time? Because he was going to put that out in the air. Like, yo, they're trying to frame me. Bro, I get it. I ain't tripping. He says, if I were inclined to engage in sexual harassment, this is unlikely to be the first time in my 30-year career that it comes to light. He wrote, calling the story a politically motivated hit piece. Now, that's very true. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, too. Although, I'm going to be honest, this is the thing about this whole billionaire shit. Like, it also shocks me that I keep saying Weinstein. Epstein was able to have that fucking island for that long. So, I mean, if your money is long, you could keep people shut the fuck up for a long time, right? Now, I don't want to say Elon Musk been doing this shit forever, or I don't even want to say he was doing this shit at all. And this is where we're all going to come to a conclusion. Is this a hit piece, or is this kind of true? Unfortunately for Elon, when you're a billionaire, we know your reach and your resources are so different that we have to imagine the impossible. Like, a lot of what Shorty is saying, we can't even relate to. Like, nigga, a flight attendant don't even touch niggas. Most she might ask you is, nigga, you want some orange juice or some fucking soda, nigga? You want peanuts or you want some nuts or some other shit, you know what I mean? Or some chips. Anyway, okay, cool. Insider extended the deadline and reiterated the offer to Musk to comment on the claims. He did not respond. Reached via cell phone. The president says, I'm not going to comment on any settlement agreements, which pretty much means there's probably a settlement, right? So this is allegedly what happened. The flight attendant told her friend that the billionaire, Elon Musk, asked her to come to his room during a flight in late 2016. Now, this is where I was like, room? We just looked at the jet. The jet don't look like it got no room, right? It don't got like a private room. But from what I researched, you could kind of close this off a bit, right? And it could be like, a private little cabin, right? On certain versions, right? For a full body massage. That's another thing that shocked me. Since when does flight attendants give full body massage? Nigga, these days I'm flying first class. I wish I could ask one of these hoes for a full body massage. But in reality, here's what happened. So they say in the declaration says when she arrived, they found that Musk was completely naked except for a sheet covering the lower half of his body. During the massage, the declaration says Musk exposed his genitalias, which means his dick, and then touched her and offered to buy her a horse. What the fuck? If she would do more, referring to the performance of sex acts. The attendant who rides horses declined and continued with the massage without engaging in any sexual conduct. The attendant is not for sale. I guess that's what the friend said. She's not going to perform sexual favors for money or gifts. Chat. Okay, this is why I gotta, I don't want to say women don't have high moral character, but chat, some of these bitches are getting naked and sucking dick for $4.99 on OnlyFans. If Elon Musk is offering a chick on his jet some, like, I know he says horse, but let's just say big bucks. You know what I mean? To get that nigga a little hand job. You know what I mean? Get that nigga a little reach around. Get that nigga a little rub and tug. You think these hoes turning it down? I'm just saying. If you already, like, you're going to hear this chick was a flight attendant who took and paid out of her own pocket for massage lessons. So she wanted to be, like, again, I ain't trying to victim shame. But, like, she knew that he was probably going to call her for massages. And at this point, like, we're not in the 60s. Like, if somebody call you for private massages in certain places, man, you might have to get that nigga happy in there. Let's keep it 1,000. Anyway. Okay, here we go. He whipped out his penis. It was erect. And he started propositioning her. Like, he touched her thigh and told her he would buy her a horse. And he basically tried to bribe her to perform some type of sexual favor. She said she's been punished for refusing to prostitute herself. The friend said the attendant told her about the misconduct while they were on a hike together shortly after the London trip. The friend described the attendant as distraught and visibly shaken. She was really upset. She didn't really know what to do. The flight attendant told her friend that she work began to dry up after refusing Musk advances. Yeah, you ain't sucked the boss off. No more work, shorty. Before the incident, she regarded Mr. Musk as a person to look up to, but after he exposed himself and touched her without permission and offered to pay for sex, she was full of anxiety. She figured things could go back to normal and she would pretend like nothing happened. However, she started to feel that she was receiving some type of retaliation where her shifts were cut back, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, the declaration says the attendant felt she was being pushed out and punished for refusing to prostitute herself. Okay, massages on demand. This is the important part. SpaceX, which, by the way, is partially government funded. Actually, I think a lot government funded. Places a special emphasis on massages, going so far as to employ in-house massage therapists as a perk for executives. That statement alone tells us why we can't even understand the lifestyle of a nigga like Elon Musk. You know what I mean? They have in-house massage therapists, bro. According to the friend, the flight attendant was encouraged by her superiors to purchase her own professional massage training for her session with Musk. They encouraged her to get licensed as a masseuse, but on her own time and her own dime. They implied that she would get to fly more often if she were... Hold up. Let me see. Holy. Wow, I got a lot of people hitting me. Yeah, I'm getting like some important info. Let me see what this is. It's gonna be some breaking news I'm getting. Give me a second. By the way, Ted, this is how it goes. Text ain't come through yet. All right. Cool. So they encourage her to get blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I thought it was kind of strange because you weren't hired to be a masseuse. You were hired to be a flight attendant. If Elon likes massages, then he should be happy to pay for you to go to masseuse school. But she was just so happy and eager to have the job and be able to travel. In November, Musk, SpaceX, and a flight attendant entered into a severance agreement, granted the attendant $250,000 in exchange for a promise not to sue over the claims. The agreement also included a restrictive non-disclosure and non-disparagement clause that bar the attendant from ever discussing the payment and disclosing any type of info about Musk and his business, including SpaceX and Tesla. So when you choose to remain silent, you become part of that system. The friend told Insider, okay, whatever. All right, so this might be a hit piece. Like, it's pretty long. It's pretty long. But then some more shit came out today. The timing is really eerie. Elon Musk, Tesla bots. So Tesla is tanking today. After, here we go. I can't really open this up. So Elon is the reason why the deal with him and Twitter is like holding up. He's saying he needs to know how much bots are on Twitter, like how many non-real people like, you know, just program bots. Like, I don't even know. Like, after this whole discussion about bots, I've been wondering like if them little YB better niggas are bots. Like, it might be bots. I don't know, because them niggas are they're too fucking quick to be humans. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Anyway, there was a new article that came, and let me see if I could fucking go to Twitter. After this, we're gonna move on. We're going to some Migo shit. Now the conversation is about Elon Musk Tesla bots. They're saying that Elon himself has used bots. Look, reminder. A substantial percent of the accounts that support Elon and Tesla are known bots under investigation by researchers for possibly stock manipulations, and many are programmed to attack critics. Bruh, like, you just never know, bro. You just never know. Anyway, it seems like it's an attack on Elon. I don't think Elon's a humanitarian. I don't think he's for the people. I think he's for himself. I think at times when he's for himself, just like Jay-Z, and I think Elon and Jay-Z are the same people. Like, if their pockets are gonna be fatter, but it might help people, great. But I don't think they only move if it's gonna help people at the risk of their pockets not getting fatter, if that makes sense. Which means their number one goal is to make money. They're not bad people. If they could make money and help people, they will. But if it's something where they could only make money and people aren't helped, fuck it. Let's make the money. I think that's what it is. Anyway, let's keep it going. I didn't report this one. Let me go to Shade Room. This one I stayed away from. Somebody said Elon's a scammer. That's what y'all think? I don't know, man. We'll see. Let me look. What was I trying to look for right now?